Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, as you can see, I am a level 50 ninja. We are going to be continuing off of the rogue storyline that transitions into ninja. So we are going to be focusing on the quest from level 30 to 50. Now, the initial quest that puts us transitions us into ninja is going to be set like right away. Because it's part of the video where rogue story wrapped up, so it's gonna be edited out. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in a bit. Alright, we're off to ninja. Cecil, keeping your stabber sharpened, I hope, because I've got an odd job to be done, and I reckon the dimmer dammer who put the executioner on the chopping block is just the one to be doing. My men have sighted some shifty types around wine portal late. Not code-breaking curs, as far as I know, and that's the rub. We don't know half as much about them as I'd like. They claim to be simple peasants, refugees from some far-flung realm, but I don't know many peasants who skulk about in the darklands as much as they've been doing. So long as they're not breaking the code, they can do as they please, but being who we are, it falls to us to look into the matter and make sure that it's all Bob. As my gut tells me, this may be a two-road job. I sent Underfoot on ahead, so pull on your best beater cases, head to Wineport and meet him there. Alright. What's going on? What's happening over here? Cecil, when Jack said he'd be sending one of the guild's canniest mortals along with me, I had a feeling it might be you. Now, I'd love to tell you your old Underfoot's already whittled the whole scrap on our friends, but the truth is I've turned up more questions than answers. They claim to hail from the South Sea Isles, but me little birds at Melvain's gate swear to the last man that that's some piss-poor mummery. There's no record of any ships sailing into port. Looks like it falls to you and to me to take a closer snilch, eh? I hope you brought your sharpest stabbers, as there's no telling who we're... Did you hear that, lass? Either old Underfoot's gone daft, or something more just screaming out for dear life. Something tells me a little task is about to take a turn for the interesting. Let's say we go see what's what. What's happening? What's going on over here? Murder in the streets? Oh, he's dead. Oh, they're dead. Oh. Oh boy. Have mercy, I'm a simple milkmaid, and not without a single guild in my name. Rest easy, lass. My friend, I don't mean you no harm. Though I must say, you got me curious. Just what in the name of the 12 happened? What in the name of the 12 happened here? I had just come to town to purchase some supplies. No sooner had I walked through the gates, I was suddenly accosted by 3 burly drunkards who demanded that I hand over all my possessions. To my good fortune, it seems the men had partaken a bit too heavily. When they saw the meager contents of my coin purse, they began to squabble among themselves. A fist fight ensued, and before I knew it, the 3 men were lying on the ground as you see them now. Sounds like Nimia smiled upon you today, lass, though I might suggest you be a bit more careful on your next visit. All manner of scurvy folks sorts frequent these parts, and you'll find not all of them are blundering lackwits like your friends here. Thank you for your concern, good sir, and rest assured I will take your hearts to word. Good day to the both of you. Well, Cecil, how do the girl's wits strike you? Seemed like an upright lass. You reckon? As for me, I've got any questions. Squabbling amongst themselves. Just look! There's barely a scratch on any of these louts. I'd wager there's more to the rum doxy than she's letting on. Come, let's go drag on and see what she might be hiding. Oh, there's a bat. Bats! Bats! Oh, more folks are dead. The bodies are just piling up. And what a right mess we've got here. You reckon these coves are got on the wrong side of our lass? One thing's for sure, they're no more peasants than you and I. One look at those stabbers tells me as much. I have failed. I beg you, take this and return to Master Oboro, to Lady Tsubame. It's too late. The poor sod's dead. As for the stone, your guess is as good as mine. Lucky charm sorts my hat. Anyway, we best start moving our dew beers before the last gets away. Her footprints lead to the direction of Upper La Nocia. Oh. Oboro, huh? You might recognize him from, well, you might not recognize him at all. But Oboro is actually a part of, Zadnor. You see him in Fates. You see him fighting Fates, and I don't know if he had any dialogue, but he did appear in some of the cutscenes. Oh, good. You had to park yourself here, huh? You're a little out of your way, sir or madam. So many dead bodies around. Good lord. She hides behind a tree as if that could hide her from me. Oh, who's this guy? But she didn't really think she could fool me with those silly rags, did she? Or did she? Perhaps she's not as clever as we believed. And a mysterious sailor rushed to the damsel's defense. Such bravery, such compassion, such folly. Little does she know that the girl is more than capable of taking care of herself. And she's gone. Oh. Oh, shuriken. And right on cue, Oboro the Dim leaps into the scene to save his dear little swallow in the most unsurprising surprise attack that realm has ever seen. What's going on here? Hello, sir. Cease your ramblings, Karasu, before I rip that tongue from your bloody beak. Yow, our friend is wounded, stabbed through the heart. His childhood friends stand before him, blades drawn and hate in their eyes. Oh, the tragedy of it all, the audience sobs. And what's this? A couple of bitter players who have forgotten to leave the stage. No one telling their part and the play is long since over. Oh, and the faceless rogue shows a surprising skill. Perhaps she has yet a role to play. I'll say this much, unlike a certain someone, at least you intrigue me. But the other matters that demand our hero's attention, so the first act must draw to a close. Come, my pet. Wait, Karasu! For quick to retreat that one. The two from Wineport? Did you follow me here? Beg pardon, miss. My friend and I are here on behalf of the dutiful sisters, and you, sister, have some questions to answer. I've lived on the underbelly of society long enough to recognize when a man is more than he seems. So, make this easy for us, lass. Just who exactly are you, and what are you doing here? And here's hoping for both your sakes that it doesn't involve breaking no code. So, you're the rogues of whom Lady Aguirre spoke. Forgive me, we were remiss in not seeking you out sooner. Very well, you shall know all there is to know. My name is Oboro, and she is Tsubame. We hail from a village in Doma, several thousand miles across the sea. We are, but perhaps you have no word for what we are. In our own tongue, one might call us shinobi. Doma? The Imperial Province? The same, though it did not have to be so. Our countrymen fought with honor against the might of Garlemald. What we lacked in number, we made up for in martial prowess. It was a battle we could have won, had we not been betrayed by one of our own. Our very secret, our very move known to our foe, the tide of battle turned on the morrow. Thousands of our countrymen were slaughtered, and at day's end, Doma remained under the imperial yoke. The traitorous Curve joined the imperial ranks as chief of their covert operatives, or so they say. That is the man you just met, Karasu, though I am loath to call him a man. To this day, he whispers in the ears of the Garleans, making a mockery of those who once called him friend and brother, but no longer. We have come to Eorzea at our village leader's behest to see that Karasu pays for his crimes with his life. Come to mill a treacherous rip who blew the gab on his comrades? Sound like a right Bene Cove. Consider all underfoot impressed. Forgive me, this land and its tongues are still new to us. Nonetheless, we were able to lure Karasu here, and more than a few of our comrades gave their lives in the ever and know this. And now this. Was our sacrifice for naught? Ah, you have my gratitude. When one of our own falls, tradition dictates that we turn the soul of the village, that it may rest with our ancestors. What? Our fallen brother's soul calls out to this woman? Could it be a sign? Are we fated to fight as one? I'll make you an offer. We will instruct you in our art, the art of ninjutsu. In return, you will share with us your knowledge of this land that it might serve us in our mission. But Oboro, she's not Doman. She's not of the village. Look around you, Tsubame. Our brothers and sisters are fallen or gravely wounded, and today's failure makes it all too clear. We cannot hope to stand against Karasu without knowing the lay of the land. Can't say I'm thrilled at the prospect of losing a dimmer dammer like yourself, but hells, in my younger days, I'd like be keen to try my fams at some of those techniques myself. And the more my waddles take in, the more these two strike me as Benar and Benar folks. If you're keen to lend them your dabbles, I'll not be the one to stand in your way. If you know no more, come to the dock storehouse at Raincatcher Gully. We shall wait you there. Who'd have figured, eh? Anyway, the choice is yours, Cecila. In the meantime, I'm going back to Limson and report to Jack before he comes and gives me a good clout and knob. Alright. Alright, let's go pay them a visit. God damn, this whole set of missions is almost it's about an hour. Jeez, this is gonna be one super long video. And so we meet again. Am I to take your presence to mean that you have chosen to accept our offer? Yes. Thank you. I speak not only for myself and Tsubame, but for our entire village when I say that you have our profound gratitude. What I would tell you next, I would tell you out of the earshot of strangers. Byakubu has been instructed to let only trusted visitors through the doors behind me. When he speaks to you, Ayame, you're to answer Kaide. You need not know what the words mean, not only that they will grant you entrance. Ayame. Kaide! Enter. Alright. Oh, look at this place. Fancy. Welcome back, Cecila. You stand within the provisional base of operations my people have established in your land of Eorzea. It may not look like much, either without or within, but that's precisely the point. We find it an ideal vantage point from which to observe the comings and goings of Karasu and his men without attracting undue attention to ourselves. My fallen brother saw you as a worthy inheritor to his soul. To honor his memory, I entrust it to you. But a soul alone will not make you a shinobi. No, this will require training of the body and mind. Our art, the art of ninjutsu, originated from our ancestors many years ago. Since then, it has been passed down for each generation, mother to daughter, father to son. We draw power from the world around us, the heaven, the earth, and the hearts of man, and channel this power into physical form. I'm told that this is similar to your concept of Aether, was it? I must confess that Eorzean words and ways remain unfamiliar to me. Aether. It's ether, buddy. What? How does one channel this power, you ask? Through the use of mudra. The hand gestures that call forth each of the three forms of energy of which I spoke. The first mudra I will teach you will call power from the heavens. In Doma, we call this Ten. You're eager to learn, yes? Attune your soul to that of my fallen brother, then approach me once more. It is then that your training will begin. Ugh. Ninjas unlocked. Nice. All right. Let's put our fancy new soul crystal on. My hotbars are an absolute disaster again. Surprise, surprise. Yes, I can sense it. Though you're not of our blood, the soul of my people is strong in you. You're one of us now, a shinobi. And yet your training has only just begun. Heed my words well, Cecila, for the shinobi blade and mind are one. A weak mind gives rise to a weak blade. The false mind gives rise to a false blade. But the mind that is strong and true, the blade will know no equal. Such were the teachings of my master, his master, and his master's master before him. The shinobi must keep presence of mind at all times, or his blade may as well be one of grass. That is the lesson of the mind. Now we shall begin the lesson of the body. You will recall the art of ninjutsu involves using hand gestures called mudra to summon the energies of heaven, earth, and man. Ten, chi, and jin in the Doman tongue. Myriad techniques can be unleashed depending on the mudra you combine and the order in which you do so. But perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. A child must learn to walk before he can run. To begin, I will see you master your first mudra. 10. The mudra of heaven. Summon the energy of heaven and project it forth, and from your hand will fly a flaming star or fuma shuriken. Outside of the storehouse, you will find Mokujin, a wooden man of the sword traditionally used in Doma for training. Do as I have told you and strike it with the fuma shuriken. I will observe your technique from distance. Oh. I'll fix my hotbar later. Don't worry. My hotbar is a total disaster. Alright. Yeah, hold on. My hotbar is a total fucking mess. Yes, that will do, Cecila. Clearly we did not misjudge your potential. Perhaps you have also felt your body becoming lighter. This is but another benefit of your training. You may find yourself able to dance through the air with your blades drawn, but be mindful of the true shinobi sees that no movement is wasted. You demonstrate your skills well against the wooden man, but wood does not strike back. Your next opponent will not be so docile. Prepare yourself. Seriously? You're gonna pit me into duty with my hotbar a mess? Alright. The Onibi will attack in waves. Use your Fuma Shuriken to dispatch them from a safe distance. Excellent, Cecila. I shall summon a great beast for the next challenge. Remember, you must maintain presence of mind no matter how fierce from the foe. That's a frickin' toad. Oh good, now I gotta fight you. For your final challenge, I shall be your opponent. Let's see how well you have learned. Just like that. I see. Lee Yagiri spoke true. What Oboro means to say is that he's not seen anyone master the fundamentals of ninjutsu with such swiftness. Is it not so, Oboro? I'm capable of speaking for myself, Tsubame. But it is true. Sessa has exceeded even my own expectations. Her blade slices through the air as a fish glides through the water. But that is enough training for the day. Now it is my turn to be the student, and you the teacher. I shall learn the ways of Eorzea. You will instruct me, yes? You have my gratitude, Cecila. Huh. First, I would better know the training of law knows something amusing. My bow? I see. Who would have thought a simple gesture of courtesy would be so complicated? Like this, is it? Forgive him. Oboro has not been quite himself since coming to these shores, and seeing that neither the food nor the climate agrees with him. And let's not forget the stink of those infernal house birds. All the more reason for us to complete our mission swiftly and return to the more hospitable environs. Anyhow, so that would suffice for the day. Practice well for your ninjutsu and return when you're ready for your next lesson. I didn't even teach you anything. I just taught you how to bow. Why am I teaching you how to bow anyway? It would seem you still have some practicing to do as well. Huh. That dialogue might be different if you haven't gotten into Stormblood. That whole interaction. But yeah. That is level 30 quest. We'll be back when we are level 35. I'll have my hotbars sorted out, and we'll be good to go. Alright, here we are at level 35. So Tsubame, what would you teach me next? Cecila, what? I didn't even hear your footsteps as you approached. You're becoming more and more the shinobi with each day. Oboro has been waiting for your return. Please enter. Alright. Let's see what Oboro's been up to since we've been gone. Cecila, it's clear from the manner in which you carry yourself that you've been most diligent in your training. But you're not the only one who has mastered the technique imparted to you. Behold my Eorzean bow, perfect in balance and form. Now it's time for your next lesson. Watch carefully my hand, Cecila. With this mudra, the shinobi can summon the energies of the earth, chi in our tongue. Etch its form in your mind, and I shall show you how to employ it in battle. All right. Show me the ways. My ninja master. Alright. Once upon a time in Doma, Chi, or Earth, marks the second mudra that you have learned. With this, you're ready to begin the next phase of your training. It's through a combination of mudra that you'll find new techniques. The first technique I would impart to you is Raiton, lightning release. When heaven joins with earth, lightning will flash and thunder will roll. In other words, form the mudra 10 followed by chi. Channel that energy forward and bolts of lightning will surge from your hand to strike your foe. As this is a more formidable technique than the Fuma Shuriken you have wielded thus far, I've taken care to reinforce the Mokujin outside the storehouse. Strike it with a right on and I shall observe. Okay. Alright, what you think? Very well. Now, recall what I said during our first lesson. The techniques at your disposal are created not merely by which mudra you form, but also the order in which you can combine them. When earth joins with heaven, the skies will rain fire and ash. In other words, form the mudra chi, followed by 10, and channel those energies forward, and searing hell's fire will engulf your foes. But be forewarned, these techniques require considerable exertion of your spirit. After performing one, you'll observe that some time is required before your mind settles and you are able to wield another. Now, demonstrate Katon on me on the Mokujin over there. Okay. My master. Splendid! Your grasp in fundamental mudra combinations is firm, but knowing the how of the technique is only the beginning. You must also understand when to employ it. Chunin is our word for a shinobi who has attained full mastery of 2 mudra techniques. In our tradition, when a student is deemed by his master to show such potential, she is led to a waterfall outside the village to conduct intense training. I cannot take you to Doma, of course, but my maps tell me the place in Upper La Nocia would suffice. Fool Falls. The name is less than auspicious, but it will have to do. Meet me there and we shall proceed. Alright. Oh, I know what he's talking about. I think. Yep, it's over there. Thankfully there's no fate over there. I'm just gonna fly my way over there. Alright, just gonna fly around the corner, just around the bend. I'm gonna go down here. Until today, I knew this place only has letters on paper. Gazing upon it with my own eyes, it is even more beautiful and powerful than I could ever have imagined. Yes, this will serve us well. My people do not worship your deities, 12. Our gods are all around us, in the trees, in the soil, in the crashing waters before you. Close your eyes and open your heart to the sound of the rushing falls, that you might purge your mind of all worldly thoughts and distractions. The techniques you have learned will serve you well in battle, and confuse the order of your mudra, and you can just as easily turn victory into defeat. It is imperative that you keep a single focus of mind. So it is that masters that brought their students to falls like this one returning since my ancestors' times. Who is the more foolish, the fool of Fool Falls, or the fool who comes here without realizing he's been followed? Karasu. Now here's a curious scene. The dim one is accompanied not by his swallow, but by a chirping horse bird chick who fancies herself a shinobi. The dim one is displeased. This, after our hero postponed 2 assassinations to make this little journey. Could his friends not greet him with a smile and some crumpets, or whatever it is Aorigins take with their tea? The dim one ponders. How did our hero know to find him here? Yet the answer is plain as day. Dim One is a creature of habit and tradition. Where else would he bring his prized new pupil? Tradition! Our hero spits on tired tradition. No, for he is a shinobi of a different feather. Never changing, never predictable, but always, always in style. Those who cling too closely to tradition are bound to suffer the fate of their forebears, or the lessons of the past are so soon forgotten. Run yourself, Cecila. It appears that your training today will be more of a practical sort. But of course. But yeah, all you had to do is ask nicely. It'll be my pleasure to be your teacher for the day. Your first lesson, little chick. Raiton's lightning will strike a single foe, while Katan's flames will raise many. Wield them wisely or don't. It's only your life at stake. Oh, how generous is our hero, putting aside his killing and spines to play mother hen to the horsebird chick. You will try to keep me entertained, won't you? Lesson begins. You will try to make this fun for me, yes? I was there and now I'm here. Do you not see? Must they be so slow? I hear tired of this dull dance. You want to kill me? Could you be quicker about it? Alas, I fear your teacher has better places to be, but worry not, my pawns will continue this lesson. Guess I'm gonna walk. Don't let the numbers daunt you. Keep your focus and your katana will blaze the path to safety. This one is strong. Keep focus and your Raiton will strike him down. Oh, this is fun. You fought well, Cecila. I, however, should have known to expect the traitor's attack. I was careless and put you in danger. It will not happen again. It appears that Karasu has taken an interest in you, and I fear this complicates matters some. Let's return to the docks. There is much I would tell you. Alright. Go back to the storehouse. Let me in. I will tell you a story of our past, a story of the traitor and why he must die at our hands. Growing up in the same village, I have known Karasu since we were both children. When we came of age, we began our training together under Master Gakai. From a young age, it was clear that Karasu possessed an innate talent for art that few could rival. I spared no effort in my training, yet struggled to grasp the techniques that he would master effortlessly. In his own way, he possesses a mind singularly devoid of wasteful thoughts, a mind seemingly unclouded by concepts such as right or wrong, good or evil. Despite this, deep down, I always thought of him as a brother. All that changed on that fateful day when Castle Doma fell to the Garleans. Someone had betrayed our homeland, sold our secrets to the enemy. Looking upon my friends as their bodies lay broken and bleeding, I saw a figure flee into the hills. It was Karasu. Were I younger, more naive, I might have pursued Karasu as he fled, in an attempt to reason with him. But it was clear that this man, this demon, was no longer one of us. If, indeed, he ever had been. Even Master Gakkai did not survive the slaughter. Did Karasu bear him some grudge, or was it merely a student's ugly pride? For our master's fate was the grisliest of all. His body mangled, his once proud face shattered beyond all recognition. I once held out hope that if I crossed blades with Karasu in battle, that I might understand something of what it was that made him do those horrible deeds. Yet each encounter only raises more questions. One thing is clear, however. Karasu could have killed us back at Fool Falls had he seen fit, and yet chose not to. It was as if he was testing us. Testing you. Needless to say, this does not change our mission. For his crimes against Doma, Karasu was paid with his life. And yet, his thorough knowledge of us and our art has put Tsubame and I at a grave disadvantage. But you, Cecila, your thoughts, your movements are still unfamiliar to him. Yes, your presence might just serve to break his focus and afford us an opening. Yet to accomplish this, he must become stronger still, promising that you will not let up in your training. Leave it to me, buddy. I'll do what I can. Alright, so that's it for that one. So we will be back when we are level 40. Alright, we are level 40, so Oboro. What is my next task? I got one more ninja art to learn. Pirates versus ninjas. You trained well since we last met, Cecila. I heard not a cry from the door as you entered, nor a creak from the floorboards as you drew near. This much is clear. Neither waterfalls nor men of wood will serve to hone your senses further. No, a shinobi of your abilities receives his tutelage in the field. Consider this your first lesson in the art of assassination. I need not remind you who our target is. He is the ever elusive bird, and yet I have come across some information that I believe may avail us. Remember what has it that Captain what? I'm just gonna call you Captain Gear. But the bloody executioner has narrowly evaded several attempts on his life in recent days. This is doubtless the work of Karasu and his men. None other are so bold or skilled as to even consider such an attack. Nothing short of death will cause the shinobi to forsake his mission. Karasu will strike again. The only questions are where and when. Answer those questions, and it'll be us paying him a visit next time. Fortunately, I know of a man who might be able to give us what we seek. Captain Gear has a trusted lieutenant by the name of Wolfstan, a man who, if rumors are to be believed, is known to fancy a hot spring bath. I recall hearing of a famous bath resort not far from here, but the name escapes me. Have you any idea where it might be? Cat Bronze Lake. Why, yes, that does sound familiar. An Upper Lanosia off to the east, was it? Let's make our way there at once. Alright. Time to go to the hot springs. Alright. Gotta go. Oh, there's Tsubame. Just chilling down there. I had no idea that so many Eorzeans had also enjoyed public bathing. I would say it was a comforting sight, but in truth it makes me all the more nostalgic for the pleasures of my homeland. That said, seeing all these people milling about gives me cause for concern. Even with these disguises, it's only a matter of time before our foreign mannerisms raise eyebrows among the other more observant types. Yes, best way to stay out of sight when our man arrives. Let's keep watching the high above until it's time to act. The time has come for me to impart you to another technique, which we call shikuchi. You may think of it as compressing the physical space around you, allowing you to cross great distances in the blink of an eye. Go ahead, Cecil, give it a try. I mean... Nice! Ability I barely ever use, unless it's just me screwing around. Ninja bathing. I trust that shikuchi is now second nature to you. Sure, let's go with that. Very well, I shall wait you on the rooftop, but be warned, while the technique will allow you to cover great distances in the blink of an eye, it does not allow you to soar at will through the sky. The ledge on which Tsubame now stands is at the level of the roof, and should prove a suitable starting point. That said, a shinobi is ever resourceful. If you would make your way to the rooftop by other means, that will serve just as well. Or I could fly. Like this. Nothing like a steaming bath, a bottle of wine, and a couple of buxom wenches to ease what ails ye, aye? As far as I'm concerned, Captain Giro can take his bloody time. Wolfstan. Very well. Now we only employ these bamboo breathing pipes, descend underwater, and... Aboro. I do not question that such methods have served us well at Doma, but might bamboo not arouse suspicion in these environs? You should believe so. But underwater surveillance is always my area of expertise. I have an idea that I believe is well suited to both our target and the customs of the land. It will require just a simple change of garb and a bottle or two of fine spirits. I will require your assistance, Cecila. As I see it, there's no way the man would refuse a drink from an alluring maiden like yourself. Intriguing. What, pray tell, will be my role in all this? I was thinking that your talents might be best put to use overseeing the operation. Yes, from up here. To ensure that nothing goes amiss, of course. I must prepare now, Cecila. Meet me down below, out of sight, and I shall furnish you with the item that will serve to deliver the final blow, as it were. Alright. Where am I going? Am I wearing this properly, Cecila? I'm not accustomed to the garb that is so revealing. That's my least favorite swimsuit in the entire game. I'm just gonna point that out. The black Tom guy hates that swimsuit. Regardless, I will trust this to you. Though it may appear to be a simple bottle of wine, I made a few enchantments to the recipe. Off duty to know, a salty sea dog like Wolfstan is certain to be on his guard. I'll start him off with an untainted vintage. Once he's in sufficiently good spirits, that's your cue to step in with the stronger stuff. I suspect that once his mind is sufficiently addled, he will gladly take a swig with a minimum of fuss. Now, let's begin. Fine wine and fine wenches. Now this is what I had in mind when I took up the pirate in life. What's this? Come to bow your friend here for Wolf's affections. Don't mind if I do. Someone fetch me a cup. Would this be really different? I'm assuming this would be very different if I was a male character. Uh-huh. Alright, that's the good stuff. It's only a bit stronger than I recall it. Maybe I should take a rest. Oh, he must have been so modest. Why, I heard that wolf stayed in seven stomachs once drank a whale under the table. You bet your skivvies he could, Lash. Bleeding duties have kept me from the bottle for too long. I'm out of practice is all. Your duties? Wow, that sounds so important and exciting. Do anything to hear more. Did you say anything? Well, maybe you've heard of the Bloody Executioners, the nastiest, bloodiest band of pirates or whatever. Sailed the blood and seas? Oh my god, I can't do drunken talk. I reckon our Captain Gear has sunk more Guardian vessels than every other pirate combined. And just who do you reckon keeps the captain safe from all the enemies he's made? Why'd that be none other than his dear mate, Wolfston? Navigator have mercy. Should you not return immediately to your captain? Surely he's not safe without his most loyal, capable man at his side. Under normal circumstances, he'd be right, lass, but there's one particular place even I can't follow him. Ailport. Why, the man is bloody particular about his grog, since he can't concentrate unless he's on his own. Not that I'm complaining, it's the only time we get a day's rest. But don't worry your little heart none, Lashy. No one knows the captain's whereabouts but me, and I sure as bloody hell as ain't talking. Lashy, are you listening? Oh, she's gone. That's curious. She was just here a moment ago. Alright. Well, were you able to loosen your man's lips? I see. Captain Gear is en route to Ailport, and alone at that. If I know Karasa, this knowledge has not escaped him. Doubtless he and his shadows already lie in wait. We haven't much time. Let us hurry to Ailport and ambush the ambushers. Alright. Alright. Who am I fighting? The sun sets and the port is cloaked in shadow. If there were a perfect time to strike. Speak of the devil. Look at how those men walk. Those are no ordinary deckhands. Those are Imperial shinobi, waiting to pounce upon and slit the throat of any who stand between them and their prey. Karasu is too proud to entrust such a vital mission to his lackeys. He's here somewhere, of this I am certain. Cecila, you move forward and search the docks. I'll approach in the opposite direction. Tsubame, you secure the escape route. He will not elude us this time. Take care to stay well hidden, Cecila. Hidden from the eyes of Karasu's shadows. And yet, I fear your task will be more complicated still. For it is not just men that serve Karasu, but creatures of the night. Creatures that see not with their eyes, but with every fiber of their being. Give them a wide berth, or you all shall be for naught. That should be all. Time is short. We must move swiftly. Great. Wonderful. Oh shit. Alright, so I gotta avoid the bats. Alright. I go all the way down there, huh? Great. I just follow the bat. Found you. What's this? No, 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 this isn't how the story goes. I'm supposed to be as surprised as you. The tables have turned today, Karasu. Now face your death like the man you once were. I must say, popularity really does have its downsides. Fine, if you're so eager to dig your own graves, here's your bloody shovel. Oh, a little bit of lag right there. I'm sorry to run. Truly I am, but there's someone really important that needs to be that I need to be killing. There will be no discovery this time, you traitorous dog. I know you love me, little swallow, but sometimes you just have to let go. I'll let my blade go into your chest. Say your prayers, demon. Oh, looky here. Too bad you didn't realize there's some more than one way out. Curses, we had him. Just where we wanted him. Alright, you guys have fun over there. I'll be there at some point in time. And that's for you to join me. I was a little late. Gah, slippery bastard. We have come too close to abandon hope. Come, Tsubame, Cecila, let us return to the safety of the storehouse and take stock of our options. Well, that didn't go well. That went by terribly. Oh. Gear lives. Failure of this sort does not become you, Karasu. Forgive me, Master. I had an unexpected reunion with some old friends. Seems they had a mind to kill me, and just when I thought you were getting on so well. Your job is to give me answers, Karasu, not excuses. We can ill afford to let a few stray rats foil our plans. Should they return, kill them. This is your final warning. Next time you fail me will be your last. Does he have to say it like that? Fine, fine. Let it never be said that I'm not a loyal soldier. Oh boy. Well, that don't look good. Alright. Is that rain? Oh, it is rain. Raining again, huh? I'm storm deprived. I'm kind of hoping with this hurricane season something hits. I know it's probably awful for me to say, but I at least want something to come through. Bah, Once more, the bloody girls managed to foil our best laid plans. It's as if his skills burgeon with each counter. But how could this be? Has he perfected some new training regime since coming to Eorzea? But there's no time to dwell on the past mistakes. Since the times of my ancestors, failure in one's duty is unacceptable for a shinobi. My mission will end in success. Karasu's failure, or Karasu's death, or failure, my own. But all is not lost. Karasu is not the only one who has honed his skills. Fighting beside you back there at times it felt as if we had trained together since childhood. You have shown remarkable focus and aptitude for our art, but you must grow stronger if we are to have any hope of triumph. Devote yourself to your training and with the entirety of your body and mind, and Tsubame and I will do the same. I await your return, Cecila. Alright, don't wait for me too long. That is the level 40 quest, so we will be back when we are level 45. Alright, we are level 45. So, Oboro, my next task, what will it be? Tough guys. Cecila, I'll look into your eyes today and see a mind unclouded by worldly cares. The time has come. I'll pass on to you the ancestral garb of the shinobi. Knowing that this day has come close at hand, I have already made the necessary arrangements. With the Karasu watching every move, I cannot act freely, so I asked your friends at the Rogues Guild to send word to my village and arrange for the delivery for a set. Needless to say, this location must remain a secret. I've arranged for the goods to be delivered in secret to the De Novelle checkpoint. A reporter there will be expecting you. Tsubame and I must express our thanks to your captain Jack. Be mindful of your travel, Cecila. We eagerly await your return. Just like that? Oh, that sounds way too easy. Alright, where the hell is this at? Oh, it's over there. That sounds like way too easy. I have a feeling Karasu caught wind of it and swiped our garb. I feel like this is how it's gonna work. This is almost too easy. Oh, that's the border. My bad. All right. Expecting a shipment, you say? Now that strikes me as right curious, as on account of how a scraggly fellow came by not long ago to claim them. They were actually yours, you say? Well, ain't that a bloody coincidence? See, the fellow I talked to said that someone was like to come by saying just that, and if she did, he'd pay good coin for me to gut her good and proper. Oh, I knew it. It was a trap. Bitch, what do you think of me now? Where's my goods at? Have mercy! I finally knew you were this strong. I never would have taken his money. Oh. And if I knew you were this incompetent, I would have put you out of your misery long ago. Well, if it isn't my favorite chirping little horse bird. Oh, come now, I'm not that scary, am I? I heard from a little bird in Domo of a shipment en route to Eorzea in secret. I surmised, I'm quite good at that, you see, that it might have something to do with you and your friends, and I just had to know what was inside. Lo and behold, what I did find but a shiny set of shinobi garb. Why did you not tell me it was your name day, little chick? I would have bought you something far more fitting. Like a sack of geisel grains. I've got like over 200 of those. Sir, I don't need any more. No, I fear brother Din and sister Swallow are mistaken. You're not quite ready for such an honor. But this is no fault of your own. After all, a student is only as good as her teacher. But today is your lucky day, little chick, for a true master has come to take you under his wing. 4 crates scattered to the winds, each containing one of the items you seek. 4 of my shadows guard each piece of their lives. A test, one where failure will mean your death. Red Rooster Stead, Casa del Sol, GG Ruins Trading Post, Camp Overlook. Claim that which you seek by your own hand or die in the act. It is of little matter to me, but if by some chance you survive, return here. You might just find a very special present awaits you. Now shoo shoo, I say. I knew it! This was too easy! Alright, where the hell is Red Roost at? Lower La Nocia? Oh, it's way up north, isn't it? Where am I going? I'm going nowhere, apparently. Alright. Going this way. Alright, where's my crate at? Let me call it my trusty chocobo. Pardon me, milady, have you seen my all goats anywhere? Oh, it's you. Don't worry, this won't hurt much. Alright, I'll show you. Give me! Now the ninja relic armor isn't that bad, but it's just not for me. Alright, next up is Casa del Sol. Alright. Where am I going for here? Oh, that's just right down the beach. Oh dear heavens, I must have fallen asleep while sunbathing. How can I ever thank you for rousing from my slumber? Why, what's that? Slit your throat and call it even, eh? Well, that's a little, unnecessary. Alright, give me that! Alright. Next up is GG Ruins Trading Post. Where's GG Ruins Trading Post at? Where is that? Oh, Upper La Nocia. Alright. What's with that dour face, lass? Fish just not biting today. Maybe they know you're already a dead woman. Or maybe you're a dead man. Yoink. Alright. Camp Overlook. Alright. Oh, cool, it's right here. Not very far at all. Whatever possessed me to set up shop in this ungodly place? I'm like to drop dead from the fumes before I see a single guild profit. Of course, I would bring your head back to Karasu. I'll be set for life. Will you? I don't think so. I think you're dead. Bitch. Give me that! Alright, now I go back to the Summerford. Alright, let's... Thankfully the ninja video shouldn't be too long. It should be... I expect the ninja bit video to be about as long as the scholar video, since I'm only incorporating the levels 30 through 50 quests. But man, Rogue's story alone was about as long as 1 through 50 quests from the other jobs we've done so far. That's probably one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why Rogue has one of the best storylines. Because it's well thought out, more so than the other jobs. Cecila, I'm relieved to see you safe. When you did not return, I feared for the worst. Karasu did what? Forgive me, and I suspected he would target you on your own. It is clear now that his treachery knows no bounds. And yet, it is curious. Again, he chose to test you rather than dispatch you by his own hand. His intentions remain as inscrutable as ever. What's this? There's a note. Karasu. Welcome back, Cecila. And hello to you as well, Aboro. I left the present I promised you on your doorstep. Such a shame that you weren't at home. The docks! Tsubame! Byakubu! Yomi! We must hurry! Cecila, I realize it's too early in your training for this, but the situation is grim. Our only hope in surviving the battle ahead is for you to learn the Mudra Jin. This is the Mudra that will allow you to harness the energies of your fellow man. It is also the final Mudra that can teach you. Nice. You have now learned Jin, the final Mudra that can impart to you. Combine it with the Mudra you have already mastered and you'll find 4 new ninjutsu techniques available to you. Time is short, so listen well. The first is Hyoten, Ice Release. Form, Tenjin, or Chi-Jin. The energies you summon will be channeled into a glacial flow. Second is Huton, Wind Release. Form, Jin Chi 10 or Chi Jin 10. The winds will gather and swirl around you. Third is Doton, Earth Release. Form, Ten Jin Chi or Jin 10 Chi. The earth itself will move at your will. Finally, there is Suiton, Release of Water. Form, Ten Chi Jin or Chi 10 Jin. Water will course and flow through you. As for how each technique will avail you, I trust you'll learn on the field of battle. Now let us hurry. Tsubame is in danger. Alright. Cool. Where's this? I can just fly out from here. Because they're right here anyway. Gotta love those fast load times, man. Uh-oh. Shuriken. The battle was fought here. I hear no sounds from within. Tsubame must be here, somewhere. Byakubo has lost his words from the shot. He can tell us nothing. Come, we must find Tsubame, quickly. Alright. You right, lass? Let's do it. I'll take him on. Oops. Tsubame! It is but a flesh wound. Abora, look out! Calm now, little swallow. Say that it hurts, that you were scared. Tell the dim one how I took great pains to see that you were fully awake for every moment of agony and terror. Karasu! This time you go too far! Yes, yes, those are the eyes I wanted to see. Let the anger, the hatred burn away any spot of doubt that remains in your heart. A fire in your eyes, resolve born from all the all-consuming flames of rage and passion. The look in your eyes that day when you looked on as your friends, your countrymen was massacred, powerless to end the slaughter. Be silent, be silent, be silent, be silent, be silent! Tsubame, stand back! I shall slice his crow's tongue, and then tear him limb from limb with my bare hands. Ha 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 ha! Such pure, unadulterated malice. Finally, you're an adversary worthy of my blade. A true shinobi, ever calm and dutiful to his master. Presence of mind. Yes, the first few times we met, you fought with all the passion of a Mokujin. Today, you stand before me as a man. You wanted a battle, and today you shall have one. No retreat, no reprieve. The defeated shall die like a dog, and the victor's tale will continue for another day. I fight you! It's trembling. My heart will know no peace until you have gone from this world. My pets, it's feeding time! Mother of summoning? This Godzilla. Cecil, that magic circle must be destroyed. Your mind is nothing but noise, Aboro. Purge your heart of all anger, all hatred, and all compassion, all regret. Only in emptiness will you find the strength to defeat me. Again? Oh, I want to see what's coming. Destroy that circle quickly, Cecila. Now we did. Dead! Get wrecked, boy! Karasu Redbeak, in the name of our elders, I take your life as divine retribution for your crimes. Your blood-stained beak will feast on the innocent no more. Does he truly believe those words? Oh yes, this beak is stained with blood. This I do not deny. But I am not the leader of this murderous flock. I'm tired of your riddles, Redbeak. Give me one reason why I should not separate your head from your shoulders. Oh dear, what a pickle I found myself in. Now, how can I put this in terms even the dim can understand? I am not the traitor you seek. He is not I, and I am not he. You believe I can only I was the only one who fled Doma? Are you sure? Absolutely certain. Did you see the bodies, the faces of all your brothers who fell that day? Think! I know it is not a strength of yours, but surely you remember. One body maimed so badly that only the possessions could identify him? And the face. Could it even be called a face? Not but shattered bones and shredded flesh remain that where once had been proud features of. You lie! One more word, one more twisted, deceitful word, Redbeak, and I will. Oh, Boro, poor sweet, stupid Boro. How long will you continue to deceive yourself? You lie, Redbeak, as you always have. Betraying our homeland not sate your thirst for treachery, that now you must drag our master's name through the mud? Answer me this then, if you were not the traitor, then why did you flee the village that day? How often have I asked myself the same? Oh, how simpler things would have been had I been as naive as you. The circumstances of Master Kakai's death did not sit well with me. I left the village looking for answers and found something far more interesting. Or our master himself, alive and well. In an instant, his hand was at my mouth, his blade at my neck. A simple choice he gave me. Follow him and live, refuse it and die. I would like to say I weighed my decision heavily, but the answer really was quite clear. Death is so final after all, while life, even a life spent as an Imperial spy, holds so many opportunities. Oh. What's the matter, dim one? Do you still find my tale hard to swallow? Oh, believe as you will. Redemption means little to a dead man. You are going to kill me, yes? That is your mission, after all. Sworn to the son of the elders, tradition and custom, and so on and so forth. Candlekeep Quay. When the time is right, he will come, and all will be revealed. I just thought I'd tell the one who's shown herself capable of listening to reason. The lights grow dim, the sun turns black in the sky. Our hero fought bravely even, but his chapter in this grand mummery has come to a close. Summoning his last breaths, our hero speaks. Just promise me this, Oboro. Whatever your mission, should you fail, just don't go off dying. I know how fond you are of tradition, but this is a new era, and we are not our ancestors. Besides, such an end just wouldn't become a solemn youth like yourself. So live, and leave the dying to those who can do it in style. Yes, I may not have been the hero I thought I was, nor the villain you would have me be, but from beginning to end, I was me. And there's nothing I would rather be. Farewell, cruel world, and good bloody riddance. Wait, Karasu! Oh! He blew himself up! Well, what a way to go. What can this all mean? Good lord. Karasu is dead, our mission complete. Yet, you will forgive me if I am unsure how to feel about this turn of events. At any turn, there is nothing more to be done here. Tsubame is wounded. Let us bring her home. Man, he just found out his master was alive, and apparently a traitor. We don't know the whole story, but that definitely fits him. When the last we met, I was not myself. Pray forgive me. Master Boro waits inside. It's alright, buddy. You went through a hard battle. The mission that brought me to Eorzea is complete. Once Tsubame's wounds heal, we have no reason to sojourn further in these lands. And yet, Kurasa spoke true. No, it simply cannot be. I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we hit level 50. So, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm saying this like I'm doing the outro. We'll be back when we're level 50. Alright, we are level 50. So, Oboro, with the big revelation that you had at the end of the last mission, have you come to terms with it? Master and student. Sessa, your return pleases me. I feared I might miss a chance to bid you proper farewell. Yeah, so we'll be taking our leave from your realm. My mission is complete and Tsubame's wounds have all but healed. Tradition dictates that we return to our elders to deliver tidings of our success. Red Beak's last words? I'll not lie, at first they weighed heavily on my mind, but in the end I am a shinobi. I came to this land to perform a role, not out of curiosity or spite. Mayhap Master Gakkai still lives, mayhap not. It is no longer my concern. Karasu is dead, and with his passing, it is time to close the curtain on this chapter of our lives. Before I leave, I would ask one favor of you. There is a place I would visit before we depart for your realm. I would go alone to gather my thoughts. Could you pray to look after Tsubame while I'm away? Her condition is much improved, but I would not take any chances. Thank you, Cecila. Oh, okay. She looks fine to me, though. Your concern is most touching, but I'm quite fine, Cecila. In fact, it would seem the injuries I suffered were not nearly as grave as they appeared on the first glance. It would appear that Karasu meant more to fan the flames of Oboro's error than to cause true harm. Speaking of Oboro, have you seen him about? It's not like him to disappear in the midst of our preparation for departure. Along with his thoughts, you say? Where do you suppose he might have gone? Limsa Laminsa. Oh god, I don't know. Surely? Perhaps Eorzea's feel most of peace in a bustling city-state, but that doesn't sound like a Boro at all. Okay, the Fool Falls. The place the two you practiced, yes? He has always had a fondness of waterfalls. Yes, that is it. It must be. Cecil, Boro's not himself of late. Perhaps I worry over much, but I never forgive myself if something ill were to befallen. You will go after him for me, won't you? I seek not to change his heart, if his heart is truly made up. I only wish to know his true feelings, that I might support him in whatever humble way I can. Alright. I believe that's in, by the lake, isn't it? So let's go take a look. On the other side of the lake. Let's hop on over there and find him. Lightning strikes. Uh-oh. Little DC symbol there. Alright, let's head down over yonder. See if we can't find ourselves. Hello, Boro. What are you doing here, Cecila? I took you a woman for your word. Sabame sent you, didn't she? Looks like I was the fool for thinking I could fool the two of you who know me so well. Ever since that day, this is the only place in the world where I can find a moment's respite from the turmoil that rages within me. And yet, the instant the sound of the crashing waters fade from earshot, it all comes flooding back. You have proven yourself a true friend to us, and a worthy shinobi in your own right. Answer this for me, Cecila. For whom do you wield your blade? For those around me. Yes, I knew you a woman after my own heart, Cecila. Standing here just now, that is the answer that I arrived at as well. I speak in earnest to you, Cecila. Our battle with Karasu, his dying words, they left me a changed man, and I can no longer deny what I have become. For so many years I questioned nothing. Tradition, custom, my mission. I was a shinobi, a blade that does not think. I shut off the doubts, the emotions that threatened to rise to the surface, and told myself this was true presence of mind. I lied to myself no longer. In confronting Karasu, I confronted myself. Looking upon Tsubame lying battered and beaten like my countrymen so many years ago, I felt a single all-consuming desire to visit retribution upon those who wronged us, and to do so by my own hand. I have made my decision. I shall go forth and face the truth, for it is not only in doing so that my heart will ever know the true peace. I will go alone, and I will hear no more of it. Even Tsubame has sacrificed and suffered more than enough. The battle that awaits is mine and mine alone. If it is Master Kakai I find at the end of my journey, so be it. And one or both of us will die. It matters not. Either way, my mind will be at rest. You have been a true friend and ally. Oboro. She was here. Forgive me, since it was as if my legs moved of their own accord. It's just as I imagined. Oboro means to confront Master Kakai, even if it costs him his life. He made his decision, and I'll not stand in his way, but neither will he stand in the way of mine. Wherever Oboro fights, I will fight beside him. If it's not too much to ask, I pray lend me your strength to us this one final time, Cecila. You have proven yourself a true shinobi, and your blade, unfettered by tradition or convention, may just be what turns the tide of the battle in our favor. Oboro did not say where he was headed, but we already know, don't we? Karasu's last words. Candlekeep Quay. Let us see what the guards there might tell us. Where's that at? That is down there! Alright, I gotta go to Morabi. Any unusual happenings of late? Not as such, save for a small pirate vessel scheduled to dock tomorrow at the crack of dawn. Other than that, it's all been pretty quiet on these parts, as it's wont to be. Funny thing though, you're not the first person to ask that question. A milkmaid, a fairly commonly one at that, came by not minutes ago asking the very same question. He doesn't question this. Is that so? The milkmaid is one of our Oboro's favorite costumes. As you might suspect, he is one step ahead of us. If we could rendezvous with him somehow, it would give us his advantage in numbers, and yet the risk of exposing ourselves to our enemy, our foe, is too great. We should observe from the shadows until Master Kakai reveals himself. I'll take a position in the western shoreline. You take the high ground and keep watch from the promontory over there. Between the two of us, that should cover the entire quarry. Or quay. Quarry. Alright. Let's do it. Haha. Down. Oh. Shuriken to the chest. Who goes there? Show yourself. I know a rat when I smell one. I trust I'm speaking with the Guardian Empire's chief of espionage and covert operations. None other. Oh. But you can call me master if you like, young one, for old time's sake. You're full of surprises these days, young one. The Aboro I knew would have been on the first ship back to Doma once Karasu caught his last caw. You look sturdier than I remember, if a bit gaunt in the cheeks. Are you getting enough rest? You always work just a bit too hard for your own good. All these years, it was you. You who taught me the way of the shinobi. You who I loved as a father. Why, master? Why? Why else? For our village, of course. I simply made the choice that any true shinobi would make. Don't tell me you require a history lesson, young one. Since the time of our ancestors, the shinobi have served many masters. For many years, I served Dogma. Then, when the time was right, I chose a more powerful master. Fortunately for me, and for our village, my services were in high demand. Have you ever wondered why, Aboro? Why, when the Doman rebellion was crushed by the Empire, was our village alone spared Garlemald's wrath? It was because of my actions. I protected us where the entire nation of Doma could not. Protected? You betrayed us all! The people of Doma trusted us. Do you know how many Domans died that day? We swore our lives to protect them, and you sold them to slaughter. Do you feel nothing? Not even a twinge of remorse of this massacre you brought upon your countrymen? Countrymen? What is Doma to me when weighed against the ancient and glorious history of my fellow shinobi? History is littered with the husks of fragile men who gave their worthless lives to bring glory to their betters. I hoped against hope that Karasu was wrong. That his story was not but the twisted lies of a sad fool. But no, I was the fool. Master, no. Gikai, for you are no master of mine. In the name of the souls of the untold thousands whose blood is on your hands, I declare your life forfeit. Revenge, is it? Revenge for foot soldiers and peasants? Is that what this is all about? That's why you lingered here like a festering boil after your allotted mission was complete? Forsaking your role over some selfish flight of fancy will not earn you many friends back home, Oboro, nor here. The more time I spend in Garlemald, the more I realize the Empire quite suits me. There is something to be said for a culture that values merciless strength, but above all, I've won over quite a few loyal subordinates. Poor little one. All your lofty words, and here you stand alone. You are alone because you are weak. He has no subordinates, this is true. This isn't an army after all. But Oboro has something that you'll never have. Comrades who believe in him and the ideals for which he fights. Tsubame, how did you... Not just me, Oboro. Sessa too has come to fight your side. Comrades? You choose the company of a glorified sellsword over the master who made you what you are? Oh, how far my pupils have fallen. You are the one who has fallen, Gakkai. Sessa fights with a sense of honor and purpose that you have long forgotten. Sessa, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. My friends, my comrades, I'm honored to fight your side. Let us show this false master what true strength is. Alright. The boar and I within the ranks. Make Gakkai feel your blade. Gakkai's ninjutsu's like nothing else I've ever seen. But you can evade them. True talent's wasted on peons like you. How amusing! Now why don't we try this? I tire of these games. Behold true power. The technique. It cannot be. Trounced! The false master dead! Tsubame, Sessla, thank you. It's to your belief in me that I was finally able to believe in myself. And Karasu, you had a hand in bringing this chapter to a close. You may be gone, but you're not forgotten. Aw, that almost sounds like a eulogy. Almost makes me wish I were actually dead. Oh. He's alive! He faked his own death. Look at this man. Karasu, you still live? But how? Well, when it comes to playing dead, I did learn from one of the best, you know. I see. But why vanish only to return? Oh, just an undelivered present. This is the fifth and final piece of Sessela's traditional garb. Okay, no, let it never be said that I don't complete any missions, even if it's just playing delivery boy. Wait, Karasu! The others who named you traitor to our village. They're simply blind to the truth, as was I. If I explain, they'll surely see reason. Please, let's return home. Together. What's this now? Now that wasn't in the script. How soon we forget, Oboro. I was not the traitor, no, but I did follow him. That makes me just as much a traitor, at least in their eyes. Perhaps so. At the same time, you risked your life for what you believed in. We're not so different, you and I. The sentiment is most touching, but my answer remains no. The village was always a bit too cramped for me. I prefer to spread my wings on a grander stage. The honorable deeds of my present do not erase the terrible crimes of my past. I was a spy and an assassin. Oops. In the Elder's minds, you had one mission to borrow. Why complicate the matter? Bring this back and tell the others what they want to hear. Lieutenant Karasu, Redbeak is no more, slain at your hand. You'll be welcomed as a hero, while my fate will be even grander. I will, at long last, be free. If that's how you would have it, Karasu, then so it shall be. But this I promise you. Slowly but surely our village will change. I'll take what I have learned and build a village that honors all our fallen. A village you can be proud to call home. Just don't get cocky now, or I'll have to come back and put you and your whole village in its place. I look forward to that day. Let us meet again on the battlefield and pit our ideals against each other as we did that day. Alright. Let's go wrap this up. Alright, buddy. This is goodbye then. It is strange, Tesla. All this time I believed I was instructing you in the way of the shinobi, and yet, now that it is all done, I feel I should be the one to call you teacher. Thanks to you, I finally achieved true clarity and presence of mind. My blade is stronger for it, and more important still, I now understand what I'm truly fighting for. Body or mind, by any measure, you are every bit my equal as a shinobi. Save for one final technique which I now impart to you, Kasatsu. Use it to rearrange the energies channeled into your body and unleash more powerful ninjutsu techniques one after the next. But be warned, in our tongue it means quite literally life and death, which one it means for you will depend entirely on your presence of mind. And with this, I believe we have both satisfied the respective sides of our initial agreement. We will return to our village, which means I must bid you farewell. Though perhaps not this day. I would see my home change for the better and introduce new ways of thinking to complement the old. But before I can, there is much I still must learn about this land. And so, I will go on ahead. I will report to our elders at the success of Oboro's mission and inform them that he will return as soon as he recuperates from the wounds he sustained in battle. With the soul stone that Karasu gave us, no one will doubt the success of our mission. It's a flawless plan if I do say so myself. Yes, how fortunate we were that I thought of it. Never change, Oboro. Promise me that. Huh. And with that, so it seems that it is I who will bid you farewell. You've been a true friend, and my heart awaits the day when we shall meet again. But you will return to give Oboro lessons from time to time, yes? I'm not convinced his bows are as masterful as he seems to think. Huh. Nice. Alright, I'm all done with that. Don't you worry about a thing. Alright. And that is the level 30 through 50 ninja quests. So, yeah. this is probably maybe a little bit longer than the scholar video, but it's probably around the same time length. If I had included this with the rogue stuff, it would have been like a 4-hour, 5-hour video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all on the next job. So yeah, later.